How you doing? That's great. I'm doing good too. I like my Falcons hat. I do too. Today I want to talk to you about I get paid to be me. Isn't it wonderful? I get paid to be me. I'm sure you get paid to be you too. I get paid to be me. Me giving love to people gets me paid. I'm not saying that I get paid for giving love to people, but by me giving love to people, I attract that same love to me. And love is my own natural energy yield. Money. Money, my own natural energy yield. The energy of love that I give gets me paid. I get paid for being me. I have positioned myself to be prosperous. I've positioned myself to be prosperous. Let me tell you what that means. If I hang around four broke people, guess who's gonna be the fifth broke person? Not me. If I hang around four prosperous people, guess who's gonna be the fifth prosperous? Me. So I have to put myself in a position to be prosperous. Now, even what I watch on TV, listen to on the radio, I try my best to let it be in a mindset of prosperity. I would rather listen to the gospel of prosperity than the gospel of poverty. Because do you not know some people believe that the poorer they are, the closer to heaven they are? Well, it makes no sense. Because this heaven is paved with milk and gold. Why would anybody on earth think they would need to be poor to receive that gold? In my mind, I would think I need some money or to be prosperous. Because prosperity in every area of your life includes good health, good wealth, and all of the above, not just financial gain. So, I need to experience that prosperity on earth. So when I go to heaven and walk on gold, the yellow brick road that Michael Jackson walked on, and what's that, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, I need to be used to that prosperity now here on earth, so I won't be shocked and awe when I go to heaven and see these mansions and these gold paved roads. So it makes no sense that to be poor gets you closer to heaven when heaven is filled with prosperity. We can start, I'm going to start by experiencing prosperity on earth. So when I get to heaven, I'll be like, yeah, this is familiar to me. This is exactly where I belong, because I've been used to having this all of my life because I get paid to be me. Now, God has a lot of abundance for me. I know this because it's God's will for us to be prosperous and in good health. Now, God's will shall be done. Sometimes I hear some people say, I will see you tomorrow if it's God's will. It is always God's will for us to see each other tomorrow. If we don't see each other tomorrow, that is out of God's will. That's because you have made the decision not to see anybody tomorrow. Either because you've made the decision to transition, or you've made the decision to be like I am with social anxiety. I like to stay home. I do. But because I have family, friends, and loved ones who want to see me outside of the home, I just handle my anxiety and go with it. But I feel much less anxious at home. And guess what? This is the right time for me to prosper. You want to know how I know? Let me tell you the secret how I know this is the right time for me to prosper. So you'll know when it's the right time for you to prosper. Every breath I take is filled with prosperity. I breathe prosperity in. I breathe prosperity out. There is no time I'm alive that there is not a time for me to be prosperous. my breath, my breathing, my being, I get paid to be me, means that it is the right time for me to prosper. Now, I have to be in the right mindset to receive this prosperity. It's here. But if I'm thinking, okay, let's buy 10 Bentleys, 4 $1,000,000 houses, and go spend the money lavishly and do things with the money that on intangible items that can't go with you in the grave and will not be beneficial to anyone else after I'm in the grave. Well, I won't be in the grave. It's my desire to be cremated and my ashes thrown in the ocean in Honolulu, Hawaii. That's where I was born. That's where I want to end. I've told my sons that, so they know that. But it is the right time for me to prosper because I've been preparing myself for prosperity. This is the right season for me to be prosperous. I don't want my money to plan me. I want to plan my money. So right now, even before right now, years ago, I have literally in my phone, it says financial advisor. It says financial consultant. It says trust fund. It says LLC, investments, CDs, municipal bonds, dividends, REITs. I literally have in my phone a list of these type of people who I need to call, who I have called, even on YouTube. YouTube is one of my favorite things to watch on TV. I prefer listening to God rather than watching TV and listening to stuff. I like quietness. And I'll be able to experience that once I'm in my own place. While I'm somewhere else, I don't want to be of a, annoyance to anyone else. But plan your money so your money won't plan you. So when you get the money, you already know where it's going. Get your financial advisement, find out on investment opportunities. And guess what's so wonderful? You don't even have to spend money or spend finances to get a financial advisor. A lot of people give you this free information on YouTube. Now, I won't trust everything I hear. Verify, research your research. I research my research all the time. I really do. Because when it comes to my money, now this is my plan. This is my purpose for my prosperity. My purpose for my prosperity is to have my money making money for me. I got that from Warren Buffett. His goal is when he receives money, he wants his money to make money for him, then that money to make money for him. He uses every cent of his money to make money for him. What I also like about him, because he's a hard worker, he owns different companies and he helps different other investments. He takes at least one day, if not up to a week, and do a staycation. Just go somewhere where he can refresh his mind, himself. I call it a mental health day. But do that too. Just take a day away from whatever you're doing, whether it's money, just to have a refresher just for you and God. How I know I get paid to be me? Because nobody can be me better than me. That's how I know. And I know that God created me to be prosperous and in good health. And me knowing that, we can know something, but until we put that knowledge into existence, I'm sorry, that's my producer who's probably tired of me talking. I don't even know what I was saying right now. But y'all get the drift, okay? No one can do me like me. And so I know that I have to be set up to receive the prosperity that I want in my life, okay? It's just to prosper and to be in good health. And guess what? Health is the new wealth. I don't want prosperity without the health, and I don't want the health without the prosperity. I need, and I shall have them both. Matter of fact, I have it now. I have good health now, and I have good prosperity now. There is no reason on heaven, earth, or hell for me not to be prosperous and in good health. It's God's will for me to prosper and be in good health. I accept God's will. I have said I do at the altar. So therefore, I am prosperous and in good health. And my main goal with my prosperity, my number one goal, is to leave an inheritance for my children's children. That's what I really want to do. I want to leave an inheritance for my children's children. I'm not saying what the other parent may want to or not to do. That's on them. But I feel it's my responsibility, since I'm their parent, to leave an inheritance for my children's children. I want to be able to be a homeowner. I am a homeowner of several houses. Hey, even if you have a landlord, do you know you can be a landlord? Start off with that. Start off with having a landlord. Get your credit straight. Get some property and be a landlord. Once you become a landlord, it'll be easier for you to get rid of your own landlord. I'm not a financial advisor, a financial expert. I'm just telling you what I am going to do. I am going to leave an inheritance for my children's children. And the best way I'm going to do that is I have 3 kings. I want to leave at least at the minimum of 3 homes here on earth, so they all have their own home. That's what I want to do. And by them not having to worry about a place to stay will help them keep that money that they would need to or have to use on purchasing a home to have other investment opportunities. I'm trying to get them in the mind frame of being investors. Now, my first king, he's gone to school for medical billing and coding, and he works at a medical billing and coding agency at a hospital. And so I'm getting him in the mind frame. I have set him up with the person who owns her own medical billing and coding company. I've let them exchange phone numbers, emails, and everything. My goal is for her to coach him into owning his own medical billing and coding, so he won't have to work for a company, and give them the skills that he has paid and worked so hard for in college. He can do it for himself. My second king went to school for real estate. He's a leasing agent now. My goal for him is to invest in real estate. And that's something he really wants to do. He'll send me videos, and he'll send me podcasts and articles every now and then about the real estate market. He knows the real estate interest rates, all of that. And guess what I've already done? I have already set him up with a real estate agent who flip houses to be his mentor, so he can do the same thing. So that's my main goal. I want to be set up an inheritance for my children's children. And the second thing I want to do is build a life insurance policy for my children. And I'm going to do that by using the DIME formula. DIME, D-I-M-E. You know, like the quarter, nickel, dime, a dime, Delta, India, Mike, Echo. DIME. I want my life insurance to cover whatever debt that I may possibly have, which I pray that is 0. I want to leave income, insurance, everything, investments to my descendants. M, mortgage. If I have any mortgages that's left on any properties that I own, I want to leave enough money for that to be taken care of. E, education. I want to leave enough money if my descendants want to get more educated, or if my descendants want to get more educated. So dime, debt, income also. However much income I am making, I want to leave that to them through my insurance policy. M, mortgage. However much mortgage I left, I want to put that in my insurance policy. E, dime. So DIM is 4 categories that I need my life insurance to cover. And I'm going to do that times 3. I have 3 descendants, so I'm going to make sure there's enough life insurance left to cover all of my debts, all of the income that my descendants are used to me making every month, any mortgages that I may owe on any homes, enough money to cover that, and education needs. I'm going to write down all the expenses that I have. The dime, I'm going to times that by 3 because I have 3 children at this moment. And then guess what else I'm going to do? I'm going to get that 3 and times it by 20. That's how much my life insurance policy is going to be. It's going to be my dime times 3, the numbers of dependents I have, times 20 years. So if something were to ever happen to my descendants where they're not able to work or sustain themselves for 20 years, my life insurance policy will give them 20 years to get that figured out. Now, I'm going to put this life insurance policy into a trust, an irrevocable trust, where it'll give them a payout, all 3 of them, every single month for 3 years. Okay? So that's how I get paid for being me. I hope this was helpful or encouraging. Take what you think is relevant to you. Research my research. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for turning on that notification bell. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. I'm not here to convince, convict, or condemn anyone of anything. I just want to give you something to consider. All is well, and may my whole life prove that God is good.